Thanks for checking out this video. So let's get into what is coming to Shudder for December of 2025. And I have to say, this is wrapping up on Shudder's 10th year in existence. And I'm going to be honest, I would have thought they would have gone a lot bigger with their content, but I also know that AMC, their parent company, has really done a lot of bad financial things to Shudder, unfortunately. So what are you going to do? So December, that having been said, December doesn't look great as far as older movies being put on. I do think there's some pretty interesting stuff as far as their exclusive and original films that are coming and kind of like their ongoing series that are going on. So, going to go over that. Going to go over their exclusives and originals first, just to let everyone know I'm always doing no spoiler reviews on those films as they're and shows as they're showing up. I always put them out on the Monday, and they show up that Friday. So no spoiler reviews you can check out and just see how you might feel about a film, whether you want to pass on it or not. And then there are a few that are kind of like off that rotation. They're not on Fridays. They're on like a Monday or a Tuesday or something. Usually put them out like the Friday before that. So not that you're necessarily going to remember that. But anyway, let's go through them. The first one is Reflection in a Dead Diamond. Very interested in this one. That one's coming December 5th. It's a Shudder original. This one's directed by Bruno Forzani and Helene Catet, who have done some interesting stuff in the past. When the mysterious woman in the room next door disappears, a debonair 70-year-old ex-spy living in a luxury hotel on the Côte d'Azur is confronted by the demons and darlings of a lurid past in which movie-making, memories, and madness collide. Sounds very interesting. Pretty stoked on that one. Hope it's good. The next one is Influencers, which I know there have been some people saying they're really anticipating the release of this one. Well, it's already been released, but it coming to Shudder, I mean. That one is a Shudder original coming on December 12th. In the sun-drenched countryside of southern France, lives a quiet, idyllic life with her boy. What? Oh, CW. Okay, I missed it. Rewind, pretend none of that happened. In the sun-drenched countryside of southern France, CW lives a quiet, idyllic life with her girlfriend Diane, hiding a dark obsession with murder and stolen identities. During an anniversary getaway, they cross paths with Charlotte, a bold, alluring influencer whose curiosity quickly turns intrusive. When CW acts on a violent impulse, the consequences spiral out of control, and as Diane begins to suspect the truth, CW's carefully constructed life threatens to collapse around her. Honestly, that sounds better than the original, the first film, Influencer. So, I don't know. More excited for that than I was the first one. The next one is Queens of the Dead. I've been interested in seeing this one. This one's coming on, it's an exclusive, coming December 19th. A zombie apocalypse breaks out in Brooklyn on the night of a giant warehouse party where an eclectic group of drag queens, club kids, and frenemies must put aside their drama and use their unique skills to fight against the brain-thirsty, scrolling undead. It seems like it's kind of like a more interesting update of like zombies to now. So hopefully that ends up being true. The next one, I did not see the first film of this when it came out. I didn't hear anything about it, so I assume it wasn't great. But The Jester 2, Shudder exclusive, coming on December 26th. On Halloween night, teen magician Max finds herself locked in a brutal showdown with the Jester, a nightmarish and supernatural trickster with real dark magic and a killer act. As illusions turn lethal and every escape is a trap, Max must pull off the ultimate trick, staying alive. On this deadly night, the only escape is to beat the devil at its own game. I mean, maybe. Could be good. I like the design of the Jester itself. That's cool. Then something that they did last December, which is The Haunted Season, The Occupant of the Room. It's a series. They're just going to do one of these. It's like a short film they're putting out every December, done by Kayla Janice, who works with Severin Films as well. Shudder exclusive film. It's called The Occupant of the Room. From renowned author and filmmaker Kayla Janice, who did Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched, A History of Folk Horror, which is an amazing documentary. The Haunted Season is a series of chilling horror tales following the classic tradition of telling ghost stories for Christmas. The festive new film in the horror anthology series, The Occupant of the Room, is based on the classic chiller of the same name by Algernon Black, about a schoolteacher whose late night arrival at a hotel in the Alps without a reservation leaves him with no option but to accept the room of a missing hotel guest, leading to a sleepless night full of strange and uncanny occurrences. Sounds interesting. Okay, that's it for their exclusives, originals, movies wise. Then we're getting to one of their highlighted older films they're putting on, which is Silent Night, Deadly Night from 1984. Highly recommend this if you've never seen it. Most people probably have. Coming December 1st. Little Billy witnesses his parents getting killed by Santa after being warned by his senile grandpa that Santa punishes those who are naughty. Now Billy is 18 and out of the orphanage, and he has just become Santa himself. I really like that film. I think amongst a certain crowd in horror community, it's revered, but I think overall, like for the most part, it's underrated. The Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors is showing up. It's an original. I guess it's like a special that they're doing. I used to watch the show, but I kind of fell off. It started to feel like kind of samey. But from the Boulet Brothers and David Dastmalchian comes the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors, a chilling holiday-themed horror special produced by Boulet Brothers Productions and Good Fiend Productions. Okay. Has 4 original shorts. Oh, I think they did this last year. They did something similar to it kind of recently. It's an anthology that blends atmospheric horror, practical gore, and haunting holiday imagery into a new seasonal classic. I forget if I said it, but December 16th. Then, what a lot of people are most interested in, The Last Drive-In, Joe Bob's Cold Cruel Christmas, is going to be on December 14th. That's when it's airing, and then it'll be... airing on the 12th, and then it'll be just streaming to watch on demand on the 14th. Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy the Mail Girl are once again possessed by the Christmas spirit, hosting a double feature of snowy slashers for Joe Bob's Cold Cruel Christmas, an unholy night of frozen fear, cold-blooded kills, and the return of their annual charity drive. Always a good cause. Then the Creep Tapes is continuing. I already talked about that because it started in in October, at the end of October. Watch that. That was season 2. Boulet Brothers Dragula Titans, still ongoing. I already talked about that in a previous month. They are still doing their Friday night watch-alongs where they encourage people to kind of, go on and interact with each other on social media when they're showing things live. December 5th will be Sun-Drenched Dread watch party. It's Reflections in a Dead Diamond and Let the Corpses Tan, which was another film by the same filmmakers. December 12th is obviously Joe Bob's Cold Cruel Christmas. It says titles TBA. Okay, well, obviously. December 19th, Of the Dead watch party. It's Queens of the Dead and One Cut of the Dead. If Queens of the Dead is good, that's going to be a great double feature because One Cut of the Dead is great. Then December 26th, it's their Boxing Day watch party with the Advent Calendar, which they just recently released on physical media, and another one they just released on physical media, The Sacrifice Game. I thought the Advent Calendar was pretty solid. The Sacrifice Game I thought was not good at all. All right, so then going to the measly amount of films left to announce, and these next 5 films will be dropping on December 1st. Santa's Sleigh, which I have not seen, but a friend had brought up to me recently, and he likes it. Santa Claus is actually a demon. Hold on. That already got me laughing. Santa Claus is actually a demon who lost a bet with an angel, so he becomes the giver of toys and happiness, but when the bet is off, he returns to his evil ways. Okay, I'm interested. A Christmas Tale from 2005. After finding an injured thief, a group of children spending Christmas in a summer resort village decides to torture her into revealing the location of her stolen money. Okay, it's done by Paco Plaza, the guy who did like Wreck and an entry in the most recent VHS Halloween, which was good. Next one is You Are Not Me. I have seen this film. It is a good film. Atana returns home for Christmas the first time after 3 years to find that her parents have replaced her with an unknown woman who is being treated like their daughter. She soon discovers the disturbing and bloody truth. Recommend. Then we have Creep Box. After his wife's death, a scientist tries to use groundbreaking technology to determine if there is life after death, but once he is through the looking glass, there is no turning back. That sounds kind of interesting, so let me know. Is it good? And then the last one, no, it's not the last one for December 1st. Spooktacular. The story of Spooky World and its founder, a PR savvy miss of, what is Miss? M-I-S. Mies of P.T. Barnum and Stephen King, who parlayed his experience working in his father's joke shop into creating the very first horror screen park of its kind in 1991. I mean, it sounds interesting. Sorry, my reading of that was not great. And then the last thing, which also says December 1st, but it's separated, so that's probably a typo. That should be another date, so I don't know when it's dropping. Wolf, the TV series. In an isolated house in the country, a family find themselves the victims of a terrifying psychopath's cruel games. It is 6 episodes, and each episode premieres on a Tuesday. Which is weird that wouldn't be up in their like exclusives and originals because, okay, whatever. Anyway, they're doing some weird stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is there stuff you're excited about? Let me know in the description or in the comments. Is there anything you think I should definitely make sure I watch, like Santa Sleigh? Is there anything you think, hey, stay away from that? Especially if I said it sounded interesting to me. Save me some time. Go ahead and put that in the comments. But also, if you just want to talk about whatever, horror or anything, I'm down. Please do me a favor. Hit subscribe to my channel to support me for free. Thumbs up on the video. Another great free way to support me. Hit the notification bell button if you want to know when I'm putting up new videos. And if you want to get a little more involved because you appreciate what I'm doing, you can throw me a few dollars a month. There's a link in the description for memberships with the channel. You do get perks in return for that. There are 3 different tiers. You can take a look at that, see what looks good. And I thank you if you sign up. If you don't, that is also okay, as long as you're doing the free things to support me. There's no reason not to do the free things if you like anything I've ever done. Anyway, thank you so much for taking your time to watch this, and until next time, keep it brutal.